Mic check 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. And as the room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. All right. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Come on with it.
What more do you want from me?
Yo. Come on. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a AQ Muhammad signing party? Come on. All right. Let's get it. All right. Almost there. Appreciate you guys so much. Come on with it. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. All right. So with that being said, the Cowboys, they signed AQ Muhammad. I think that when they went and did the, workout sessions, he probably looked the best out of the guys that's pretty much worked out. I know we are high on Carl Lawson. I know Yannick and Ngakoue have as a better name, but we can't even say by namesake because all three of those guys are basically the same age. AQ been here in the NFL since 2017, and I think that his highest total of sacks in one season was right around 7, right? But we can make the argument that this is a situation and scenario that the Cowboys are looking at a practice guy, right? And this is just what it is. Sanjay says, I'm still with the team on Tyrus Wheat. Hashtag bastards. Yeah, I feel you, man. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys do what Cowboys do, and they love to be the smartest people in the room, right? And that's just how that goes. They love to present that, hey, this is what I want, right? And I get it, right? So it's not a lot of things that we can say, okay, all right, well, if we had the opportunity, if we had more and more money, if we had more and more resources, will they go out there and get the people that you ultimately want? No, this is going to fall in the lines of, hey, look at what we did with Benson Mayowa, right? Look at what we did when we got a George Salvi, right? So that's how they think, and there's nothing we can do, ladies and gentlemen, because they bought the team financially. We bought the team emotionally, right? And we spending financial things to help grow this team. Sanjay says they should have signed a nose tackle, which is a bigger issue. And they promised us the bigger issue that they was going to resolve. So all I can say is, like Lasay says in the chat, give the dude a chance, right? And that's all we can go back to. We got to give these guys chances, and this is a different storyline too, because it's not like this particular guy is a rookie. It's not like he's in the league for like 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. He's been in the league since 2017. That's all I'm saying. So, and hey, sometimes you can be a late bloomer. Hopefully that will be the situation and scenario. My job is to let you guys know whether you like it, the good, the bad, or the ugly, and that's just what it is. So is this a situation that this is his 2021? Look, he didn't do much last season. Of course, he was battling through injuries. If you want to know his height and weight, he's 6'3". He's a 4'8" guy. He was drafted in the 6th round by the New Orleans Saints. He's a 250 to 255 pound guy. When you look at what he did last season, no production, right? And then you look at 2022, he had 9 assists, 20 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 sack, okay? And let me see how many pressures. 19 pressures, so you're not getting a lot of, banging gaudy numbers from there. So 2021, this was his peak with 7 sacks. If we can get 2021 AQ, then that would be a good situation for us. He had 37 pressures, and this should be a rotational situation, right? And then in 2020, he had 2 sacks. And I'm just reading out the resume. 2019, he had 3 sacks, 3 assists, 1 forced fumble. And then 2018, he just 0 across the board. In his drafted year, he had 0 across the board outside of 1 assist. So that's his resume, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Carl Lawson is another guy that the Cowboys worked out. He could have just poo-pooed the workout. I don't know. I wasn't there. Last season, he didn't do much. It wasn't that much more than AQs. So it's a situation there. And then when you look at 2022, when he was healthy, when he was eligible to play, of course, the upside was that he had 8 sacks, 6 assists, 15 as it relates to total solo tackles, and then he had 49 pressures. So let me go to 2021. Of course, he was hurt that year. He battled through injuries. 2020, he had 6. And then 2019, he had 5 sacks. And then in 2018, if that makes any sense, he had about 1 sack. So he never lived up to the expectations of what we really wanted to see. But when he was within the confines of Mike Zim's system and philosophy, he did generate 10 sacks here. So we need to look at everything. Well, that wasn't with. Yeah, that was with. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so he had 10 sacks there. So let's go to Yannick Ngakoue. He's another guy that we brought in for a cup of coffee to work out, right? So last season, Yannick had, come on, where you at? Come on, pop up there. Sometimes you got to pop out and show them, huh? He had 4 sacks. Let's go, Eric. Appreciate you, man. He had 4 sacks last season. And 11 solos. I look at Yannick as a guy that's going to give you sacks. He's not as good as you would like to see against the run. Let me say this again. I think Yannick is a guy that can give you sacks. Yeah. Not as good as we want him to be against the run, right? So he gave you 4 sacks last season. And then if you look at it when he's healthy and everything, he's a double-digit sack guy. He had 12 sacks the year before that and 13 solos and 4 assists and over 40 pressures right there, 9 hits. And when you look at his year in 2021, he had 10 sacks. So he's a sack production guy, right? Out of all of those guys, he can get to the quarterback. And if you look at everything, they all the same age, right? You know, AQ Muhammad is 29, Yannick is 29, Carl Lawson is 29. So all of those boys are the same age, in the same tier of age. And if I were to say, if I was a guy that can rank these guys out of everything, I'll put Yannick on top of all of that. But like I said, I wasn't out there in practice. When they were working out these guys in private sessions, and maybe, you know, these guys could, you know, circle the block and then pull these guys up again. Or like my guy Sanjay said, don't sleep on Tyrus Wheat, right? Don't sleep on Chauncey Golston. Don't sleep on MK. Don't sleep on D-Law. Don't sleep on Michael Parsons, right? Age-wise, not bad. I feel you, Ice Cold. So, yeah. So, that's just where it goes. We signed. Who we signed, C-Nick? Who's that? Let me look him up. Who is this guy who we just signed? Did we just sign him? Is it breaking news? Or I had to bust out some glasses and stuff? Let's see who this. Who's that? Who's that? Okay. What does he do? Shaka. It just broke news, bro. Boy, you ahead of the curve, man. God dog. Yeah. Let me give you a breaking news button, man.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Come on, give it to the first part. There we go. All right. Shaka, Toney and them, Now this seems like a Jeff signing here. These are edge rushers, so I guess he had 2 sacks. Who remember him? I don't know I don't know what he been doing since he been in the league. Let me look at his profile. He's 6'2", 238. That boy is safety size. He can't be an edge rusher. He's 26. What position he plays here? He was drafted in the 7th round. And well, he got him as an edge. What he gonna be doing? Shout out to you, C-Nick, man. He played with Micah. He was suspended last year. Okay, is he any good? He said he played with Micah. Is he any good? Is he any good? Because, I don't know. I had to see him. I had to see him when I see him out there. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a chance to see him. And the Cowboys, man, boy, if that making people angry and upset. Let me see. Yeah. And these, man, I'm just trying to look at everything. $3.99 for your mind. Appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, let me see if I can find any wordplay on this guy. Shoot, there's not many wordplay on him. Okay, let's see what we got here. Good hand. Okay, so he's like a good band guy. Okay, he got a little band to him. Okay, I'm looking at it. But let me see. Got a little band, little band off of the side here. I think his size he needed to be a little bit bigger. Let me see. Eagles, Washington team. I don't know. Yeah. All I know is he got like a blooper reel going on. I can show y'all that. Like he got slammed like really bad on a play. And I don't know, man. Well, he ain't better than Tyrus Wheat, Sanjay. I'm looking at everything, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man, for tuning in. All I can say here is, hey, Tiny Shack, that's what it is. Shaka, Toney in them. Eat the oodles and noodles over there, man. All I can, this is the most trending video that he has so far. And I'm not beating him up, but I am a little bit. But let me see. Shoot, let me. Why they threw the man like that? Man, they ain't had to do the man like that. Oh wow. Let me loop it. Appreciate y'all. Why they do the man like that? God. Hey, I bet you he needed to be more than 238 pounds, man. Get out of here. Get over here. Hey, can I go get the dude that threw him down, So you win some, you lose some, man. So all I can say is, man, I'm not beating the dude up, but God dog. we gonna convert him to safety, man. Hey, you know
Damn, Dak Prescott.
it's Dak Prescott's fault. That's what it is. Hey.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
He needs some milk.
God, dog, man. I be like, look, coach, move me to linebacker, man. I don't want to be an edge no more, man. I'm 238 pounds. Now watch this dude fool around coming here, and he has 7 or 8 sacks. I had to eat those words, man. Yes, indeed, man. All I can say is one day at a time, ladies and gentlemen, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Hey, that's all in. That's all in. Look, Law, can you give me your all-in approach? Yeah, I'm all in.
He needs some milk.
Like, dude, I had to find some more tape out there, so that won't be the one, man. That ain't trending in a good way, bro. So we need that 70 guy, you know. May he never play like that with a Cowboys civet blue in the star on the side of his helmet. He's a little bit younger than AQ Muhammad. So these new guys that's coming in, hopefully they can earn their grain of salt, and it'll be a good situation for us. There's been other conversations around here. It is about this right here. People think that we're cherry picking. People think that's damn work in progress, man. They say, hey, if you fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. So there's always motivation within the conversation. Try to land on your back, because you can look up, you can get up, baby. So y'all put in the chat. What's his name again? Toney. Put Toney in the chat, baby. You know, you just never know. If you can look up, you can get up. You got to be hungry. Come on, baby. So, hey, if you try to fall, try to land on your back, because now he's up and he's ready. Come on, baby. Yeah. So put Toney in the chat. Not Romo, but Toney, you know, and them. Yeah. Jared says we are cherry picking. So, nah, we're not cherry picking, because I was out there yesterday, and as you guys can tell, I had a real life troll. And you know, when you have a real life troll, there's no mods to come move them, right? And I'm sitting here with me and my team. We just chilling, and we recording a video, and I'm trying to give you guys some work action. So the guy saw me from afar, and his name was Ray. And I can't wait to show y'all some of the footages. He looks like a 20-year-old smaller version of a Mark Holmes. Real talk. When y'all see it, y'all gonna see it. You know, you're like, hey, that's that Mark Holmes. You know, in the past, you know, about 20, 30 years ago, because that's what he looked like. But I'm gonna show y'all the picture and everything. But people think that we are cherry picking. In trying to uplift Dak Prescott and beat down Cooper Rush, and as well as Trey Lance. I will say this until I'm Cowboys blue in the face. I want all 3 of these guys to succeed. I want all 3 of these guys to look well at camp. I got a chance to talk to some of the other guys that's trying to make this team. Like, I'm not going to say their name because we don't want to hurt them in any shape, form, or fashion. But they saying, hey, man, we need this, man. We need those balls to be right on the money, because I can't make ground on something that's not there. And right now, with Trigger Trey, which is the nickname my brother used to call him when he played for the 49ers, with Trigger Trey, some of the balls are selling. Some of the balls are not on the money. And instead of squeezing the ball in between a receiver and a defender, he takes it and run. Now, is that a bad analysis? No. Hey, I seen with my natural eyes a damn quarterback that played for the Eagles with a push tush, and all he did was ran, and he had qualifying wide receivers like a A.J. Brown and Smitty on the side, and he took it and run, right? So there's nothing wrong with running the ball as long as you win. I don't care how the W is made. As long as we have it, having the W at the end of the day, give me the W, right? But there are things that Trey Lance just got to do better, right? And you can't just beat up Dak Prescott so you can feel good and say, hey, put Trey in there because Dak can't win postseason games. But damn it, you got to start winning preseason and regular seasons before you get to the postseason, right? So these guys, and I get the Cooper Rush fan base too, right? I get it. He's 5-1 or 4-1. Or I think he's 5-1 as a starter. But there are some things that he just can't do. And that's why 32 teams, when he was on the free agent market, passed him by, right? But the things that even Cooper Rush can't do or should be able to do, your boy Trey Lance is not even in the same room. Trey Lance is just not doing a good job out there. Now, there were some sparks, and there are some things that you would say, yeah, that pass right there was good. That play right there is really nice. It's supposed to be. This is professional football, right? I'm quite sure that Rex Grossman threw some nice passes in practice, right? Or some nice throws before, right? I'm quite sure. Give me another name, y'all. Give me another, Scott Tolzien or somebody. I'm quite sure they threw a good ball here and there, right? But if anything, if y'all know anything about the Cowboys, and especially those people that's out there recording stuff, if it's something to take a highlight of for ratings and views, man, they would have been all on it if Trey Lance would have threw some good passes. Yeah, they'd have put some stuff together. Brandon Whedon, Ben DiNucci, yeah, all of those boys. Joshua Rosen, right. So I'm quite sure they look good on a few passes. But the one, look, Trey, we was out there for about 2 hours, and out of 2 hours, there was 2 plays that you would say, yeah, that throw right there, yeah. And then the damn receiver was out of bounds. Like, hey, it didn't even count for him, but we were still saying because we want the best for these guys. But y'all so busy trying to beat up Dak that y'all are saying that Trey is better. Like, hey, I get it. I want, look, newsflash. I want Trey Lance to be better than Dak. I want Cooper Rush to be better than Dak. Hell, I want to have, let's say, Bill Gates money, but I don't got it, So you can want some things, but you just don't have it. And that's just what it is. But Trigger Trey firing blanks. Yeah. So what we can't do is sit back here and say, okay, I get it. This dude threw 9 touchdowns in the red zone. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 9 of them. 9 for your mind. And yeah, even Dan Orlowski looked good at one point in practice on a few passes. He made it to the National Football League. That's not an easy task to do. It's hard to stay there though. And this is another rifle. So to my guy Brandon Cooks, we are not cherry picking. I promise you, if I can conjure up 9 touchdown passes that Trey Lance threw, regardless if it's to the mailman or to the number 1 man like Jalen Tolbert, there will be clips out there. There will be multiple clips out there. There would have been people saying, look at this, man. What my guy is.
Look at this law.
Yeah.
Law.
Yeah, there would have been people saying, look at this law, So it's not cherry picking, ladies and gentlemen. It's not fan rooting. And on top of that, with the limited amount of people there, you guys can see the people in the stands way in the far back. Ain't many people out there, man. It's rough, man. It's not a lot of folks out here and the enthusiasm is not here like it used to be. Now, hopefully on weekends, maybe we can get some splash stuff. Maybe we can get a signing here. Maybe. But at the end of the day, those are things that we're looking at. We're looking at guys that's showing up right now like a Jalen Tolbert. We're looking at guys that's trying to do things to make this team to get the best out of the situation like a Jalen Brooks. I've seen David Durden catch a pass. We've seen multitudes of guys when the ball is spread it out doing some stuff, and that's what we like. It's all about, instead of fighting each other, it's all about, man, look at this system, the second year of Mike McCarthy's installment. Let's continue to elevate this, right? Yeah. So let's continue to figure out ways to see showcasing this guy right here, David Durden. Man, come on, man. This dude undrafted guy last year. But what we can't do is say that even what we are seeing with these guys, that it's enough to lift up that Lombardi trophy. It's enough to win us. No, you got to always be on the lookout to better your team. Always be on the lookout to see if you can add more and more weapons, more and more pieces, because it's crazy that every other team needs help, but the Cowboys don't. And we bring in guys that were probably working at Walmart and working at Sam's and and driving stuff for UPS, right? And we still have the same expectation. And no offense to those jobs too, by the way, because all of those jobs you make good money, good earnest money, right? So what I'm saying is basically, there's no cherry picking. There's none of that that's going on. Now, I do hear Dollar Tree Trey, Jerry, you the one got him. Shout out to you, Jerry. Now there are guys that will call it and shoot it the way they supposed to shoot it. And that's my guy that, shout out to Jay Tuck. This was his video on Trey.
Trey Lance, right? I still think it's gonna be a work in progress when it comes to good old Trey, right?
Can y'all hear that? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear him, because I forgot to switch my audio board back over. Yeah. Let me know if y'all can hear him. Yeah. Why not Lawson? Because he didn't work out. He didn't work out well. Yeah, okay, y'all can't hear it. It's not faint or anything, right? All right, bear with me. Give me about a few seconds here. Give me 1 second. I forgot to switch this audio board out, and I probably can still manage through so we don't have to shut things down. Bear with me.
Had the best of day, threw a few interceptions. I think he threw like 4 interceptions today, and some of them was just like, I don't know, you press the X button when you're supposed to press square. I'm not sure what happened. So it looks like as of right now, Trey is still struggling going through his progressions, making clean reads, reading the guy's fronts. And we know that's what Zim does. He's a mastermind, right? Moving safeties around, moving linebackers around. So he's going to throw the gauntlet at you. And as of right now, it feels like Trey is still kind of struggling. Now, I will say this when it comes to Trey. He can take off and get it back. He can take off. He got some wheels of steel. So he can definitely take off and run. But you're going to need to be more than that at the NFL level. Can you trust your IQ, but also your arm talent? And Trey Lance seemed the struggle today. Dak Prescott did not.
So y'all be sure to check out my guy Jay Tuck. Okay, all right. So here's the deal. They say, well, the counter argument is because he's on the third team. That's why he is not being able to hit these wide receivers, because he's on third team. So they go 7-on-7. 7-on-7. And he's still not able to hit these wide receivers. So it's not whether or not it's pressure in the face because it's 11-on-11 and you got third team, you got offensive line. So they took that and they moved that off the table. Well, it's because of the wide receiver. All right. Well, move Durden to the first team with Dak. And then you look back, Durden catches a touchdown, right? And he was on the third team. So what I'm saying is you can't make excuses for someone, and they're going to have to earn their grain of salt. Cooper Rush should be the one that's pissed off, saying, hey, you ain't giving me first team reps, but you're giving that kid first team reps. He's taking third team reps, and he's taking a piece of my reps. He ain't doing nothing with it. Give me first team reps. You know, he should be the one that's mad. So what I'm trying to say here is there's no cherry picking. The same wide receiver that you miss on third team was the same wide receiver that hit on first team, right? So you just got to make sure you taking advantages of the situation. Get out there, make plays. Get out there, hit your guy in stride. Get out there and understand when they throw these mixtures out there, because Zim's trying his darnest not to give you the same look multiple times. And he give you a false look. You think that the linebacker's coming, and now he flip hips. He's in a sinkhole. So those are things that just happen. And that's how a natural game and a real game will occur as well. Now, like I said, we are giving him a little grace. We are. Well, I am. Not everybody. Let me get this room service thing. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll be there. All right. Come on, come in. Hello. Hey. Yes. Just the restroom. Yes. Thank you. Need new towels, everything. Appreciate you. All right. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all. I'm back. You gotta get towels. Gotta get towels. Yes, indeed. Where was I? I was on. We talked about that. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna flip over to another philosophy talking point. There was no practice today open to the public, only to media, and my guy did a great job of that. And his name is Pat No C Walker. He got a chance to give us some footages via just plain photo, and the footages that we got here. Bear with me. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Here we go. Boom. And give me 1 second. As we all know, we've been waiting to see Trevon Diggs in practice. And he's been battling to get back to practice, right? He's been battling to get back to the goodness and the graces of being, top cornerback. And he's back out there. And you can see how the lineup is. You see Diggs to the far right. You see Bland to the far left with 26. And this is just a mock walkthrough. So I truly believe that this particular defense, in my humble opinion, I think that this defense still will generate turnovers. A playmaker is going to be a playmaker. A ball hawk is going to be a ball hawk, right? And you put those guys in any environment, they will take the ball and they will pick the ball off. That's just who they are. That's what they do. So I'm not in a situation whereas I don't think that these boys are not capable of being ball hawks guys or what have you. I think that these guys still should be able to make plays and get plays going. Let me see if I can pull this one. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. So as you guys can see, Trey is out there. Now, is he ready, in my opinion? There have been some situations, just being honest with you guys, that there's been some situations where he's been favoring his leg, right, after practice or after he's been running around. So he don't look as nimble as I would like to see. And I think that they should just wait. Don't rush it, man. Pick up the phone. If anything, man, Cowboys. Jerry, I see you in the chat. AI Jerry. If anything, just call and bring in Stephon Gilmore, a J.C. Jackson, a veteran guy that you can bring in that won't throw off the flow. And I know Diggs is one of those guys that we will all love to see out there on the field. But put the money in the backside, because I know for sure people, they want to see Diggs and they want to buy this 7 jersey. Just put the money away, and that just bring him in, the veteran guy. Popeye, appreciate you, says, Law Mike Zimmer is praising Mazi, but new media say, but new media say? Hold on, I'm trying to read it how you got it so I won't mess up it, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna read it how you are saying it, right? And then I'm gonna try to revamp it, because I'm trying to understand what you're saying, right? To the best of my abilities here. All right, I'll go here. Where you at? Okay. Y'all help me out too. He says, Law, and I appreciate you for your support. Law Mike Z is praising Mazi, but new media say his not that guy is Mike blowing smoke. So you're saying, okay, you're saying that he is praising Mazi, but new media is saying that he is pretty much bullsugaring or blowing smoke up, or you know what. I would say this, and I appreciate you. I say that Mazi, to me, looks better than he looked last season. I would say that Mazi, to me, looks better than what he looked last season. Now, this could be a set of circumstances that he's going up against Brock Hoffman. Brock Hoffman could just be terrible, opposed to Tyler Biggedish, right? That could be a piece of a deal there. Not saying that I'm seeing Mazi winning reps against Tyler Smith. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to put the anointing oil away, right? I know he's a first-round draft pick. I know he's a bigger guy. I know he plays down inside. We will see what he looks like against other opponents. I know that there were some splashes in a few things that he did this year in practice, right? Some splashes, which is a whole lot better than what he did last season. So that's all I'm going to say. Bigger dish, yeah. So I appreciate you, man. And we want, look, here's another thing. I don't want to be, if I want to be wrong on anything, I want to be wrong on Mazi, right? I want to be wrong on Mazi. I want to be wrong on Mazi because I'm thinking 3 or 4 years for him to turn the corner. And if I'm wrong, if he could turn the corner in his second year coming off of the shoulder surgery, yeah. Hey, and another thing. Guess who else having a good camp? Schoonmaker. He's having a good camp. Schoonmaker. Luke Schoonmaker is having a good camp. So both of the guys that people kind of took a dump on last year, they're having good camps. So I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, right, on Mazi and be a year early. I would take that to the bank, right? So that's just what it goes. That's what it looks like now. But I put the anointing oil away, and I would and as a player, yeah, and as a my guy Rev says, nah, I don't want to hear that law. I refuse to believe in school. Yeah, school. Look, you seen that touchdown? You see that touchdown? Let me show you Schoon again, man. Let me show you Schoon and them. Schoon. That's Schoon right here. Yeah, you better watch out for Schoon. That's Schoon right there. That's Schoon. Watch this Schoon right here. Look at Schoon. I'll make you watch it again. Yeah, element of surprise. Schoonmaker. Yeah, so shoot, that's cool right there. So if we can get more and more things like that, man, you know, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll be Schoonmaker. I'll be looking for my guy Darius, you know, and say, yeah, we're gonna forever be comparing Schoon to that other wide receiver that the Giants pick up. I forgot his name. I think his name Jalen Hyatt or something. Yeah, Jalen. Yeah. Remember he said, man, Law, we should have took Jalen Hyatt. You know, so we definitely will be looking into that. Is Schoonmaker better than Jalen Hyatt? Y'all let me know too now. Let me know. Big Schoon. Now, here's the other end of the equation too. Here's the other end of it. The Cowboys, when fighting scene right here, I like the fact that these boys, the youth, fighting for that spot. I like the fact that they want things to get it going, right? They want to be a difference maker on this team. So I do like that. All right. So before we go any further, I want to say this. Thank all of you guys for your support. Appreciate you guys so much for jumping in and being part of these type of episodes. Salute to the sponsors, Prize Picks. You can be in the Gobbies in Paris. All you have to do is download Prize Picks, use promo code LAW, and you can go for the gold here. Also, with Prize Picks, you got the hateful one, Stephen A. Smith, with his picks. You can submit your lineup via Prize Picks, via riding off the waves of Stephen A. Smith. You can do that. And how you copy his picks, you just go in and you can select flex play. You can do power play. And we normally do the flex me over here. Let me see if we can do 50 for 250, and then we'll see if we can win something with that. But shout out to Prize Picks. Download Prize Picks. Use promo code LAW, and you can also join their Discord. They have all types of things there that you can utilize and use. So I'm gonna share this link with you guys, and yeah, you can have King. You can have your Prize Picks looking like mine, man. Come on with it. And there's a link right there. So be sure, and when you download Prize Picks, use promo code LAW, fam, and they will match up to $100 on your first deposit. So you can put $200 down on that selection there. Shoot, you be rocking it, man, like no other, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. So as we paid that bill there, I appreciate you guys so much. I want to talk about my guy Jay Tuck. He also brought up this other point, and he's been doing some investigation for the nation. I want to bring this up. Appreciate y'all so much. We're going to go to, let's jump a shoulder account. Let's go to my account here, because I resurfaced this one. States, quote, Cowboys Nation, here's Stephen Jones speaking on Dez Bryant's contract 10 years ago. He's literally saying the same thing about CD. Daryl, appreciate you for the $3 support, man. Appreciate you. Come on with you, man. Come.
Just dropped it.
And I got this here. It's only 46 seconds. Let's listen to
Not
it.
at all. It wouldn't have surprised me if Dez would have got that first. We're working hard to do something with Dez. We're totally committed to let him make Dez a Cowboy for life as well. And certainly in our plans from day one when we started figuring our cap this year was to figure out a way to get Dez and Tyron extended.
So when you go into a deal like that, you have Dez in mind as well, making sure there's enough room for both guys? Is that,
Sure.
is that the mindset?
We have to manage the whole situation. I mean, if you want to get into that, we're having to manage future guys too. And, what the cap's going to look like next year and what young guys we're going to want to extend as we move forward in the future. So those are things that we keep our eye on. Obviously, our two priorities for this year are Dez and Ty.
Okay. And let me read this super chat, man, to SC Stephen Carroll, man. Appreciate you so much for your support, bro. Thank you. He says, for the $4.99 for your mind, he says Knights are healthy until they get stupid and start throwing blows, or fights are healthy until, fights are healthy until they get stupid and start throwing blows at helmets. Let them wrestle around under and talk smack. Yeah. Now, and I appreciate you for your support. Fights are healthy. It is to a degree, right? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, nice lady. Yeah, let me give her. Let me give her a Stephen Carroll. Hold on. Let me give her a little tip. Hold on, y'all bear with me. We got nothing but time, baby. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, man, I appreciate you. All right. I know that's bad for radio, right? Dead air. But we got a chance to help someone out, man, and I appreciate you. I did the Stephen Carroll, if y'all know what I mean. So we were talking about fights, and then we were talking about consistency with the Jones family. Have you ever noticed that people, when they have problems with something, it doesn't matter. The problem will still be the problem until it's resolved. You can have someone, and I know people that makes $180,000 a year, and you look at them, and they're no different than the people that make $25,000 to $35,000 a year because they don't know how to handle their money. I know some people, man, that make $28,000 to $38,000 a year, and you would think that they make $150,000, right? Because they know how to manage their money, right? So what I'm saying here is I'm not beating up Jerry Jones and Stevie Jones, but the problem continue to follow them because they just don't know how to manage, right? So there are a lot of people like that that's watching me right now. They're making over $180,000 a year, and they live paycheck to paycheck, right? I mean, can't move without getting things done because they didn't handle their resources. They don't know how to handle their money, their funds. Shout out to you, Inc. Appreciate you. Woo! Come on. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Inc., man. Thank you so much, man, for your support. You can't be giving because the more you give, the more it'll come back to you, man. That's the universe. It's how the multiverse work, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. I always tell, people, man, tip big, man. Tip big. You just never know. If the service was decent, man, tip big. If the service was kind of terrible, still tip, man. Tip what you can, man. And that person be realizing, oh, wow, Yeah. The attitude, they call it the attitude adjuster, right? Yeah. I got my neighbor, man, is a good friend of mine, man, back growing up in Natchez. His name is Clarence, and not Hill, but Clarence. And we'd go to restaurants, and we just chill, and he like to, especially like sit with the pretty ladies, the pretty servers or what have you. And he like to just play fun with them. He said, see, according to how you treat me is how much money will be left on this table. And he'll pull out a whole bunch of wands. It'd be this thick. And it's just always good to have the ability to put a smile on someone's face, right? And then if the girl come out and forget to bring the water, he said, "Oh, I'm taking away $2. But it's just all fun and game. But I would tell you guys back to Stephen Jones. Don't he sound the exact same on the CeeDee Lamb conversation? Mike Fisher almost nearly looked the same. It's 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Not at all. It wouldn't surprise me.
Listen to this.
We're working hard.
If he didn't mention Dez and Tyron, you'd think he talking about CD.
Make Dez a Cowboy for life as well. And certainly in our plans from day one when we started figuring our cap this year was to figure out a way to get Dez and Tyron extended.
So when you go into a deal like that, you have Dez in mind as well, making sure there's enough room for both guys? Is that the mindset?
We have to manage the whole situation. I mean, if you want to get into that, we're having to manage future guys too. What the cap's going to look like next year and what young guys we're going to want to extend as we move forward in the future. So those are things that we keep our eye on. Obviously, our two priorities for this year are Dez and Tyron.
Dez and Tyron. Oh my gosh, man! I hate to pull back and pour salt on the wound. We do need CD out here, and I need it to be this weekend, right? Paying Gallup $54 million and letting Cooper walk. That's
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Yeah, jeez, that's crazy, man. Cowboy Nation. Not to end on a sour note, but I just wanted to tell you guys that right there is the reason why we just got to move some stuff around. And guys. JB, Jason, man, what's good, man? He said, keep killing it, brother. Just showing love, man, and appreciate the hustle, brother. Appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. What else you want, Jason? What else you want, man? Because man, we're about to wrap it up, man. You put in there 30, man. I appreciate you, man. Put JB in the chat for Jason. Put JB in the chat for Jason. And for those who didn't catch the front end of this particular video, just rewind. If you rewind, gang, the Cowboys signed 2 edge rushers today. One by the name of Ngakoue Muhammad, and the other guy is by the name of Lil Toney. And just to give you guys snippets of both of these boys, let me see if I can find a snippet of this is Ngakoue Muhammad. He's a solid guy against the run from what I was able to gather up and for what people told me. But he's not very much so that skillful as a pass rusher. His biggest pass rushing far as season, he had 7 sacks in one season. That was his biggest. And then we had here Lil Toney. I'm going to call him Lil Toney because he's 6'2", 238-ish. And I said, even with this clip, there's positivity in here, right? If you fall, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up, baby. So that's just what it is. Look, hey, get on up. And he's up, baby. He's up. So there's always a little positivity in it. There's Lil Toney, man. I don't Shaka or Shank. Wow, I don't want to mess up the kid name. Shank Toney, Lil Toney. Just call him Lil Toney. Yeah, he fell out like Family Guy, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be looking forward and toward these guys tomorrow when we out there at practice. It will be another padded practice tomorrow, and I'm hearing that they really gonna show out on Saturday. From what the little bird told me, that they really gonna have the 11s on 11s and the whole drive thing, and there's no targets. There's no targets and cherry pickings of Trey Lance. Trey Lance is trying to make do with what he can. And for what people are reporting and saying, it is what it is. He's not looking special out there. But we are not painting the picture that he is just trash or anything, because I don't want to call him trash, right? So all I can say is Shaka Zulu Toney. Is that his name for real? So and Al-Quadin, Qdin, I think that's how you say that man's name, but I just call him AQ Muhammad. Those are two guys. So Baby Toney, that's gonna be his name, Baby T. Y'all ain't nothing, man. Y'all see, y'all started this, man. And it wasn't me. My man has a motor. He just he's just undersized. Yes. So you just never know, man. And they say he played with Parsons. So maybe that unity can work. Maybe that situation is valuable. Y'all got no sound for me? Ink, you got no sound for me? We got no sound? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Holler if you hear me. Coach Marv with a super chat. Laugh out loud. Money, Law, anyone who had. Anywho, have you got this to Parsons? 130 tackles, 17 sacks, and 3 INTs. Yeah, I'm going to get that out to Parsons. Matter of fact, if tomorrow I see him, I'm going to let him know that Coach Marv says he got you for 130 tackles, 17 sacks, 3 INTs. If you get that, it's a slam dunk that he's Defensive Player of the Year. Slam dunk it. Yeah. It's all of those things. They say the prize fighter, even when he's down, he's continued to swing. They say if you fall, just get back up. Because if you try to land on your back, you can look up, you can get up. They say a just man falleth 7 times, right? But he still gets back up on the 8. Come on, bid it, baby. And even when the clouds are all around you, and some would say, out of the nights that cover me, black as a pit from pole to pole. I thank God for my unconquerable soul, right? People will say that. But in the fell clutches of circumstances, I have not winced nor cried out loud. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of shed, and yet the minutes of years shall find me unafraid. So these boys, we hope that they are unafraid. We hope that they can stand tall or not at all. We hope that these boys can see their destiny, and we hope that they can live through the moments. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. It's not yea, do I stay. So you got to continue to move. You can't be a stick stuck in the mud. You got to figure out how to wiggle your way out of it, right? Pull yourself up out of it. Whether it's crafting up your mind. No, we are never done. Ain't this right, Daniel? I rebuke that. No, Law, we are not done. No. We just now starting. Yeah. We just now moving. And we looking for these pieces. There was no practice today, ladies and gentlemen, for the common folks like us, right? But the media party was there, and they shot some footage as far as video was not acceptable, so they gave us some photos. But a picture says 1,000 words, or 1,000,000 to a degree when you have Trevon Diggs out there. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. That if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and all that you dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither poverty, cold, famish, or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, including my guy Lil Toney and them, and A.Q. Muhammad. Come on, baby. Even those boys. Get on up. Get on up, baby. And get on up. Come on with it. Come on with it. What my other guy? No, I want to show you him. Yeah, here you go. Rip, disengage, get upfield. Make the quarterback your baby. You will get it.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Give me my theme music.
Come on. We about, if we offended anyone, my bad. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard and not my heart. Appreciate y'all. One love. DC for life.
Ticket to a meal lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still sit and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
You having an
I've been
unnatural
really in the
allegiance to
field,
music.
love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's go,
Don't
man.
need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it.
Football show tonight, huh? Come on with it.
Yeah, yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah, yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I be really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known that there are known, but there's also unknown. Things we don't know that we don't know. Simply because you don't have evidence that something does exist does not mean that you have evidence that something doesn't exist.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Look at this law. 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 Law.